Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let us understand Class 9, Chapter 7, Diversity in Living Organisms. Plantae. These are multicellular eukaryotes with cell walls. They are autotrophs and use chlorophyll for photosynthesis. Thus, all plants are included in this group. इनमें बहुत सारी सेल्स प्रेजेंट होती है. मल्टी सेल्यूलर यूकैरियोट्स मतलब कि दे हैव वेल डिफाइंड न्यूक्लियस and cell organelles and cell wall is present in Plantae. They are autotrophs. Auto means self. Autotrophs are those organisms which can prepare their own food. They use chlorophyll for photosynthesis. सारे प्लांट्स को प्लांटे ग्रुप में इंक्लूड किया गया है. Next group is Animalia. These include all organisms which are multicellular eukaryotes without cell walls. ये multicellular होते हैं, इनमें एक से ज़्यादा cells होती है. Eukaryotes means they have well defined nucleus and cell organelles, but इनमें cell wall present नहीं होती है. This is the most important distinguishing feature between Plantae and Animalia, that cell wall is present in Plantae but absent in Animalia. Plantae are autotrophs, that means they can prepare their own food through the process of photosynthesis, while Animalia are heterotrophs. They are dependent on other organisms for their food. So here is an important flow chart of organisms. Organisms can be classified into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes means primitive type of organisms जिनमें कोई well defined nucleus present नहीं होता है. Instead of a nucleus, a nuclear region called nucleoid is present and membrane bound cell organelles are absent in prokaryotes, whereas in eukaryotes are the advanced form of organisms which have a well defined nucleus and possess membrane bound cell organelles. Prokaryotes are unicellular and it comprises of the group Monera, whereas eukaryotes can be unicellular as well as multicellular. All unicellular eukaryotes are put into the group Protista. Now, the multicellular organisms are further classified on the basis of the cell wall. Those organisms in which cell wall is present are kept in Plantae, and those organisms in which cell wall is absent are kept in Animalia group. Further, the Plantae group is divided into organisms which do not perform photosynthesis, such as fungi, and those which are able to perform photosynthesis are called Plantae. Plantae group is further divided into 5 subgroups based on whether their body is well differentiated or not and whether they possess any special tissues for conduction of water. तो Plantae group को 5 groups में classify करा है. Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperm and Angiosperm. और ये Plantae group को किस basis पे classify करा है कि उनकी body well differentiated है या नहीं और उनमें कोई special tissues present है या नहीं for conduction of water. Thallophyta. Plants that do not have well differentiated body design fall in this group. Well differentiated body design का मतलब हमको रूट्स, स्टेम और लीव्स ऐसे कोई स्ट्रक्चर्स थैलोफाइटा ग्रुप के प्लांट्स में विजिबल नहीं होते हैं. The plants in this group are commonly called algae. तो आपने काई बोलते हैं एल्गी को. आपने कभी भी काई की कोई रूट्स, स्टेम या लीव्स नहीं देखी होगी. उनकी बॉडी डिज़ाइन दैट in those plants the body design is not well differentiated into roots, stem and leaves. These plants are predominantly aquatic. ये plants पानी में पाए जाते हैं. Examples are Spirogyra, Eulothrix and Cladophora. So in this chapter examples are really very important, and all those which I have marked as bold are also important from the short question answers point of view. So you can be asked like which plants are commonly called algae, then you have to give the answer Thallophyta. Next is Bryophyta. These are called the amphibians of the plant kingdom. Amphibians matlab which can live on both land and water. This is the most important question from this chapter कि amphibians of plant kingdom किसे कहते हैं. So you must remember, it is really very important. Amphibians of plant kingdom, Bryophyta. The plant body is commonly differentiated to form stem and leaf-like structures. इनमें stem और leaf-like structures present होते हैं. There is no specialized tissue for the conduction of water and other substances from one part of the plant body to another. तो इनमें कोई भी specialized tissue present नहीं होता है for conduction of water from one part of the plant body to another. Example are moss, funaria and Markentia. So examples are again important, and you must remember and not forget that Bryophyta are known as the amphibians of plant kingdom. Next group is Pteridophyta. In this group, the plant body is differentiated into roots, stem and leaves. अभी तक हमने यह थर्ड ग्रुप है. पहले पढ़ा था थैलोफाइटा, उनमें कोई रूट, स्टेम और लीव्स प्रेजेंट नहीं थी. फिर हमने देखा ब्रायोफाइटा विच आर द एम्फीबियंस ऑफ प्लांट किंगडम. उनमें रूट्स प्रेजेंट नहीं थी लेकिन स्टेम एंड लीफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स वर प्रेजेंट. बट ऐसे प्लांट्स जिनमें रूट, स्टेम एंड लीव्स तीनों ही स्ट्रक्चर्स प्रेजेंट थे, ऐसे प्लांट्स को बोलते हैं टेरिडोफाइटा. Pteridophyta. It has specialized tissue for conduction of water and other substances from one part of the plant body to another. इनमें एक specialized tissue present होता है जिन्हें हम बोलते हैं xylem, that is responsible for conduction of water and other substances from one part of the plant body to another. Some examples are Marsilea and ferns. The reproductive organs of plants in all three groups are very inconspicuous and they are therefore called cryptogams or those with hidden reproductive organs. ऐसे plants जिनमें बहुत ही sorted नहीं होते हैं, बहुत ही सही से हमको उनके रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स नहीं पता चल पाते हैं, ऐसे प्लांट्स को कहते हैं क्रिप्टोगैम्स और दोज विद हिडन रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स. ऑन द अदर हैंड, plants with well differentiated reproductive parts that ultimately make seeds are called phanerogams. So plants are further divided into cryptogams and phanerogams. Cryptogams are those plants in which hidden reproductive organs are found, whereas in phanerogams, reproductive parts are well defined. Seeds are the result of sexual reproduction process. They consist of the embryo along with stored food which assist for the initial growth of the embryo during germination. So during the sexual reproduction in plants, seeds are formed और सीड्स के अंदर एक एम्ब्रियो होता है जो कि फूड स्टोर करके रखता है विच इज़ रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर नरिशमेंट ऑफ द सीड और इनिशियल एम्ब्रियो की ग्रोथ में हेल्प करता है. So here is a diagram of Marsilia. You can see well defined roots, stem and flower as well in this diagram. Next group is gymnosperm. This term is derived from two Greek words. Gymno means naked, sperma means seed. Naked means which is visible to the human eye. The plants of this group bear naked seeds and are usually perennial, evergreen and woody. तो ये सारे प्लांट्स में नेकेड सीड्स विजिबल टू द आई ऐसे सीड्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं. साथ ही ये प्लांट्स पेरेनियल मतलब पूरे टाइम साल के 12 मासी हैं. 12 ऑल द ईयर राउंड दे ग्रो. दे आर एवरग्रीन एंड वुडी. एग्जाम्पल्स आर साइकस, पाइन्स एंड deodar. Here is an example of cycas. You must have seen this plant around, but you must not be knowing its name. So now it's time to gather some information and learn something new, that the name of this plant is cycle. I'm sure you must have come across this plant. Angiosperms. So the next group is angiosperm. The word is made from two Greek words. Angio means covered and sperma means seed. तो ऐसे प्लांट्स जिनमें कवर्ड सीड्स प्रेजेंट होती हैं उन्हें कहते हैं एंजियोस्पर्म्स. दीज आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स. जो भी वर्ड्स मैंने बोल्ड करे हैं पूरे की पूरी इस वीडियो में, all those words are very important regarding short question answers can be framed from here. In the multiple choice questions also can be framed from this chapter from here. All the words which are marked as bold are important. The seeds develop inside an ovary which is modified to become a fruit. So the ovary is modified to become a fruit, and the plant embryos and seeds has structures called cotyledons. और cotyledons को बोलते हैं, cotyledons are called seed leaves because in many instances they emerge and become green when the seed germinates. तो cotyledons को seed leaves बोला जाता है क्योंकि वो कई बार green appear होते हैं when they germinate. So all the flowering plants fall under the category of angiosperms. The angiosperms are divided into two groups on the basis of number of cotyledons present in the seed. कितने cotyledons हैं एक प्लांट में, एक फ्लावरिंग प्लांट में कितने cotyledons हैं, उसके बेसिस पे फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स को एंजियोस्पर्म्स को क्लासिफाई किया गया है दो ग्रुप्स में. प्लांट्स with seeds having a single cotyledon are called monocotyledonous or monocots. इन्हें ऐसे plants जिसमें एक ही cotyledon present होता है उसे कहते हैं monocots. Plants with seeds having two cotyledons are called dicots. तो ऐसे plants जिनमें दो cotyledon present होते हैं उन्हें कहते हैं dicots. अब हम externally visible एक प्लांट को देख के नहीं बता सकते देख के बता सकते हैं या नहीं कि वो मोनोकॉट है या डाइकॉट है, ये हम आगे अभी पढ़ने वाले हैं। क्योंकि कॉटिलेडन तो प्रेजेंट होते हैं सीड के अंदर, तो हमको कॉटिलेडन विजिबल नहीं होता है नेकेड आई से, लेकिन फिर भी हम पता लगा सकते हैं वेदर अ प्लांट इज मोनोकॉट और डाइकॉट ओनली विद इट्स physical appearance. So let us take a look at it. So differences between monocot and dicot, जो सबसे important differences है जिससे हम पता लगा सकते हैं किसी भी plant को देख के कि whether the plant is monocot or dicot, first you have to check its leaf. What you have to check in the leaf is the venation of the plant. Now what is the venation? You have to check the veins, whether the veins are all parallel or not. You can see in this diagram all the veins are parallel. सारी veins एकदम parallel है एक दूसरे के in monocot, whereas in dicot आप देखेंगे leaves बिल्कुल भी पैरेलल नहीं है, ब्रांच्ड वेन्स प्रेजेंट हैं। ये दिख रही है इस लीफ में आपको रेड कलर की ब्रांच्ड वेन्स। Usually most of the plants that we see around us are dicots. You must observe the leaves of the plants around you. You'll get to know whether they are monocot or dicot. I'm sure most of you must have seen the leaves of rose plant, and do let me know in the comment section below whether rose is a dicot or a monocot. Another distinguishing feature which will help us to identify whether the plant is monocot or dicot is the flower. अगर फ्लावर की पेटल्स आप देख सकते हैं मोनोकॉट में कितने हैं 3 और इन द मल्टीपल्स ऑफ 3. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ मल्टीपल्स ऑफ 3? 3 की टेबल वाले 3 2 6, 3 3 9, मतलब कि फ्लावर की पेटल्स आप गिन सकते हैं यहाँ पे 1 2 3 4 5 6 9, ऐसे नंबर ऑफ पेटल्स काउंट करके भी फ्लावर की पत्तियाँ जिसे हम पेटल्स बोलते हैं वो काउंट करके भी आप पता लगा सकते हैं कि प्लांट मोनोकॉट है या डाइकॉट है। डाइकॉट्स में हमेशा फ्लावर की पेटल्स, द नंबर ऑफ पेटल्स आर 4 और 5. सो from this you can easily identify any plant whether a plant is monocot or dicot. So here is one, I think, new term for some students, vascular bundle. What is the meaning of vascular? Here it shows it has scattered vascular bundle, and here it shows it has ringed, in the form of ring the vascular bundles are arranged. So what is the meaning of vascular bundle? The vascular bundle comprises of xylem and phloem. And now what are xylem and phloem? Xylem is the tissue responsible for conduction of water in the plants, and phloem is the tissue responsible for conduction of food. तो xylem तो पूरे प्लांट में ऐसा टिश्यू है जो पानी पहुंचाएगा अलग अलग प्लांट के पार्ट्स तक, और फूड कौन सा टिश्यू पहुंचाएगा? फ्लोएम. ओके, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ रूट एज वेल वी कैन डिस्टिंग्विश मोनोकॉट्स एंड डाइकॉट्स. मोनोकॉट्स में एकदम फाइब्रस रूट्स प्रेजेंट होती है और डाइकॉट्स में टैप रूट इज प्रेजेंट. एक वन मेन रूट and several small roots around it. And in monocots, one cotyledon is present, and in dicots, 2 cotyledons are present. I hope you must have understood it. Do let me know in the comment section below if you like it and the topics you like to hear from me, and anything else that you like to recommend. I would highly appreciate if you let me know in the comment section below. Thank you.